Hi, we are all watching the global events and global developments. The way Taliban took the reins of power in Afghanistan and the way we witnessed the events of pell-mell and pandemonium in the civil life in Afghanistan and things like that. And these are all indeed disturbing. There is no doubt about it. And also, we are aware of the intrusion of Chinese into our Indian territory and the furious face-off we have had at LAC and the way Pakistan and China have been trying their level best to get the international support for the Taliban regime in Afghanistan. All these events and the reports in the backdrop of all these from media that there is a possible threat to the safety of the nation, all these they make us rethink about our new first policy. See, India has been known to be a peace-loving country and is. Decades back, we evolved a policy called No First Policy. As the name itself suggests, it does not need any specific explanation. It simply states that, Baba, we on ourselves do not trigger the button first and deploy the nuclear weapons unless you do it. So, this is the gist of the No First Policy, and we have been stuck to it. Wonderful. But in the backdrop of all these events, should we make a redecision not to deploy the weapons but to send a signal to the belligerent nations across the globe and across the border who are trying to disturb our peace and integrity? See, the thing is, should not be construed as a wrong signal to those nations. Some of the countries have been repeatedly asserting through media that they are ready to deploy nuclear weapons in a vehement way, without knowing the horrendous consequences of the outcome of nuclear war. So, my intention is not to deploy the weapons, but to tell those belligerent nations that, Baba, we have reconsidered our decision. We are also prepared to trigger the button first in the event of eventuality. And why I say so is, if as far as my perception is concerned, no nation, howsoever rich it is, let it be the number one economy in the world, the US, is in a position to wage a war. In other words, no nation, howsoever rich it is, howsoever scientifically and technologically sophisticated it is, can afford to wage a war under the current scenario, because economies have been battered and beaten. Lives have been lost, livelihoods have been affected, people are making a hue and cry. Their basic needs have to be met first. Economy is first, enmity is next. And not only that, if you look at some of the reports, the global economy is said to have sustained as a loss amounting to a tune of $5 trillion converted into our Indian currency is about 375 lakh crore rupees if we take $1 as 75 rupees. This I am talking about the global economy. Accordingly, the individual nations have also sustained huge losses. Only thing is the figures change. So against this background, no nation, I'll repeat, can afford to wage a war. More so, a war with nuclear weapons. Because unlike the case of war with other kinds of weaponry and ammunition, war with nuclear weapons is different. Because the radiation fallout from the explosion of nuclear weapons can create both somatic and genetic damages. That means not only the affected individuals, not only those persons who receive radiation directly, but also those who have genetic mutations induced in them have a probability of passing down them to successive generations. In other words, the survivors of nuclear explosions or the survivors of exposure to nuclear explosions can have genetic damages transmitted to successive generations, and as a result there is a possibility that the future generations may suffer from health and wealth damages. So my firm feeling since my college days is to develop a sort of awareness among the people of world that war should be the last resort, and more so the war with nuclear weapons. So then the question I raised in the beginning starts. Why should we reconsider our decision? As I told you in a little bit while ago, it's only to send a signal that we are prepared and we are no less capable. We have proven capabilities in the warfare, in the several wars we waged against countries, and where we have proved our mettle and might. So, and before I conclude my talk, I just want to present one of the greatest and the shortest quotations I have ever read on war by Bertrand Russell, a Nobel laureate and a versatile personality, which says that war does not determine who is right, only who is left. So, just I want to conclude that it's time we rethink our decision of no first use. Good day.